we're all going to get drawn into this, aren't we? Into the war between Israel and Iran. Haven't we learned anything? You know, Afghanistan, Iraq, they didn't go too well, did they? WMDs. That's pretty much what Netanyahu's saying now. WMDs. Iran in 6 months is going to be building nuclear missiles, a nuclear arsenal. Well, he said it in 95. He said that. I've lost how many times. Oh, it must be 10, 20 times he's been saying it over the last 2 decades. That in 6 months, Iran will have the capacity or the capability to build WMDs, nuclear missiles. That's how close they are, apparently. And Donald Trump is lapping it up. Lapping it up. That man he's like you said, darling, he's a loose cannon, isn't he?
Yeah.
He really is a loose cannon. And last night, before he went to bed, Donald Trump posted on his Truth Social that we know where the Supreme Leader is. We could take him out, but we're not going to kill him, he says, kill him. Yeah. But, you know, cards on the table effective is what he's saying. Then he says, well, unconditional surrender. That's what he's expecting of the Supreme Leader in Iran. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm no fan of Iran, you know. The way they treat their women and what have you know, it's terrible. Absolutely terrible. Regime change, maybe that is the answer, but not like this. No. Would you want a regime change with Israel? Iran to be like Israel? It ain't going to happen anyway. This is all a pipe dream. It really is a pipe dream because it's not going to happen. The Supreme Leader he's not going to surrender. No, this is going to be a very long and drawn out war. Now, if the United States gets involved, it could potentially draw in the United Kingdom, but I don't think Keir Starmer, the UK Prime Minister, is ever going to gain any support from the people for it. They'll just say, oh, you know, look what happened last time. And then you argue yourself, well, does Keir Starmer have a very short memory? Does he really want his political career to end just like that? Look what happened to... Oh, crikey. Oh, my arm's hurting now. A previous Prime Minister. Come on, you guys. Look, crikey, they're a bit slow today.
That's nice in this little cool area.
It is. It's good. Yeah, but
there's little tiny cool bits.
Yeah, it's very warm today. But, you know, it's... No one ever seems to learn, do they? Very rarely does anyone benefit from war. Apart from, obviously, those with the money and those who are making the munitions. And, you know, and regarding a war with Iran, no one said it. What is the end game here? What do they want to get out of it? Is it just get rid of Iran and the Supreme Leader and the threat of Iran? And let's be honest here. Which country attacked Iran? Well, it's Israel. You know, they attacked Iran. In both cases, had retaliated. Just like they infiltrated, I didn't remember this, but last year when they blew up people's mobile phones and put holes in their pockets and faces. And it's, Go turn around. Okay. It's too hot for these guys at the moment.
That's okay, them little shady.
You know, and then Iran obviously retaliated. No, it's just madness. And I'll be absolutely honest with you. I mean, this has been going around in my head, it's been worrying me actually. Now, I didn't sleep very well last night, and
He's actually awake worrying about
I
it.
was, because people who really do not want to get involved in all this are going to get drawn into it. And if you're supplying the munitions to Israel, you're already drawn into, you're already complicit. The United States, for instance, you supply pretty much all of Israel's munitions. Okay, they build loads as well, but... And the other thing is that while this is all going on, it's all a bit of a distraction. It's a distraction for Ukraine. People are talking less about Ukraine or concerned about Ukraine because of what's going on in Israel.
Ukraine had a really horrible 48 hours,
Exactly.
I think.
They did, yeah. Well, it's just
Apartment in, you can say it,
Kiev.
was bombed.
Just think of chicken Kiev.
Last night before, and
Yeah.
there's now 21 people died and 100 injured in hospital.
Yeah.
And that's a residential area.
Yeah, that's Putin. He's a war criminal. He's attacking civilians.
And the state of these prisoners of war, what are coming back from him.
Oh, crikey. Well, most of them are dead. And in fact, some of them, they've mixed up Russian body parts, haven't they?
Oh, no.
With the Ukrainians. Now, this is going to... Also, this war with Iran, because it's going to push up the oil prices, is actually good for Russia in many ways, because, he'll get more coffers, won't he, for his oil. They push up the world prices of oil, and all of a sudden he can buy more munitions, prolong the war even longer. Caroline, you're speeding up. I can't walk quickly and talk at the same time.
Well, go slow in this little bit.
Go slow in this little bit where it's shaded.
Really shaded.
Yeah. Oh, Now, some people say that Iran could actually cause a huge amount of shipping issues, which they could. But that might be an own goal if they do that, because it'll affect them as well. And then you've got Elon Musk. Yeah, he's still about, he hasn't topped himself yet. But yeah, Elon Musk, he's going on about, we turned on the beams, he goes, for Iran. Because something suggested, on his X platform, that Elon Musk should step in here, because Iran had restricted the internet, turned off the internet for civilians because of war. That's what happens in war. And so I turned on the beams, he goes, what good is that when they haven't got the dishes? It's just bollocks, isn't it? They've got... You've got to try and tell me they're going to allow importation of satellite communication systems. They're not going to do it, are they? Have to be airdropped. I don't know, these people are just full of it, aren't they? Full of the old proverbial bullshit, and it's just... I don't know. I just... Now, we know what Donald Trump's doing. This is all about, like I said a minute ago, about distraction. See, Donald Trump's posting things on his Truth Socials, one thing after another at the moment. Apparently getting 2 new flagpoles at the White House, one of each end, new flagpoles. So he's going on about the flagpoles, and then he's going about his approval ratings with the Republicans. 95% approval ratings with the Republicans. Well, I wouldn't be surprised with the Republicans, because they're scared shitless to stand up against you, you fucking moron. He's an imbecile, absolute imbecile. So, and then he's got about wage growth. Wage growth. Well, something you pointed out about wage growth, darling, wasn't there? What was it you said about wage growth earlier today? About if the wage growth is so good, why does everybody hate him at his parade? Or something?
Oh right, yeah, I did. Yeah, I said if his
popularity
ratings are so good, why didn't they turn up to his birthday parade?
If
you want to go under there, I'll get you a little chair if you want to finish under there.
Other than they done, darling.
That's a lovely little spot.
She found a little spot beside the camper.
It looks really cool.
Yeah, I need a new callip. I've ordered it. Apparently it's really nice under the apple trees. Oh, how romantic! And then also he's got it's a nice little spot here. Also he's going on about his popularity rating, the 2 flagpoles, wage growth. You could argue there could be potential wage growth, but there isn't. But because there's a shortage of people now, because you've got rid of them all in the immigration ice.
I'm taking the doggies in. Bye-bye.
Okay, done. And it's just... oh, it's just one madness after another, isn't it? The man is literally... he's just a lunatic. An absolute lunatic. And people follow him. And they think he's the Messiah. But he's not. He's just a naughty little boy, isn't he? He's like a kid in his, you know, with his toy guns and stuff. But except these aren't toys. And people will die. And people will be drawn into it. They'll be forced to do it. Otherwise they're 25 years in jail in a military prison. You know? This is madness. And although the White House has said that, well, you know, they aren't getting involved in the war, but they already are. They've already shifted refueling jets to the Middle East, and jets. We've also got the UK has already moved jets, the same for defence, to Poland and places like that, and then also France as well. Although I have more, how to put it, more respect for France and the UK in the sense that they're less likely to lie. Because Donald Trump is just constantly lying. He's just one lie after another. He wants to. You can just tell that he's in glee about it all. You know, he loves it. He loves the idea of getting out his little toy soldiers and in the form of real human beings. They're going to be sent into war. Just moving them across the old table with the stick, you know. Anyway, what do you reckon? Please leave it in the comments down below. I'm deeply concerned about all this, I really am. Although I believe that, you know, a regime change in Iran would be great, but this is not the way to do it. You see, in Iran, for instance, you've got the people who support the Supreme Leader, and you've got those who don't, so you end up with a broken society anyway, you know. The United States has got a broken society, you know, and you've got those who don't support Donald Trump and those that do, and look what's happened over there. Got protests bloody everywhere, you know. So no King's protests. And they're a sight to behold. Meanwhile, Donald Trump is trying to make out that everything's good. And that he's in control, but he's not. He really is not. Anyway, what do you say? Am I on the button or not? I don't know. These are just my thoughts, you know. Just leave it in the comments down below. I'd like to know what yours are. And maybe subscribe to the channel and the bell icon, because then you get a warm fuzzy feeling in your pocket every time I upload another video. And check out our other videos online, and please share our videos. We need all the help we can get. Because when you talk about this kind of stuff, YouTube don't like it. No. Toodaloo.